chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Okay, Coach, autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A toss play, Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hunt. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hunt. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There you go. 48. Check 48. Come on. Pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, Michelle. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
the 14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott able to get this to Gordon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and goal at the 3.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
At the Ravens 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hunt. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's Gordon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Hunt gets it to Gordon.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down and inches. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run it here with Gordon. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it. This is Michel. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Michel. And an alley to run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down now, Michel, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half, 10-7, our score. Prescott on 3rd and 2, and able to connect with Barrios. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out here in the eye.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try to run it in. Michel. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he lost the football. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you.
Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a throw here to his running back. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Back to throw. Hunt. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. This is White on the screen. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 81 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Hunt. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year as they have taken the lead. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. 14
yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Michelle. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Michelle on the counter. And he won't get much. maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Prescott down. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. First down, here's White. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, New England.
Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Prescott. It's complete. James White. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hunt. That's complete. It's Gordon. 25 yards that time. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Hunt. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Hunt to Gordon, out left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. He gets it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Prescott. Able to get this to Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now from the 50. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense. And then at the end he kind of went, not really a good reason.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Moore now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases.
That's caught at the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Kill. 47.
Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. 4-8. Three down. Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott. And he's going to go down again. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it. And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory. So for Baltimore, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.